Hello and welcome to this week's episode. This week's video is brought to you by the fact that in Canada we still have a butt ton of snow and it's everywhere and it's blocking all of our windows. So anyways, let's move on with the video. Decided to change out of this outfit and into something that looked more like a tour guide because that is this week's video. It is a island tour, yay! I figured since I've been wanting to redo my island these past couple weeks that I would just do a tour of my current island because I love the way it looks and I think it looks great. But you know, I'm getting bored of it, want to move on, change some things up. So I figured why not record my island and post it here on YouTube so that way you guys can obviously see my island and I can also kind of look back on the island that I have worked so hard to achieve in some places. Others not so much. Alright, to start it all off, here is the entrance. As you can tell, it's got a very natural vibe to it. Lots of trees, lots of nature, flowers, plants. This here is where you can kind of sit and relax and, you know, in front of a fire. Thought it'd be kind of cute. I don't know. I never use it. I just walk past it all the time. But hey, if I ever have visitors, which I don't, but if I did, they could stay here, sit and chill with my villagers because my villagers love to sit here. It's actually one of their favorite spots. Then we have the 3 paths that all connect to the main building here, obviously resident services. I would also like to preface by saying that my island isn't finished. There's still a lot more I could do with it. But you know, this is kind of where it's been sitting for the past few months. So down here we have my post office, which there should be more boxes here. Right now there's only one. But I think it's really cute. I love it. I love the boxes. I think it's great. Here's my dad's house, which he doesn't play very often, but I've left DIYs in front of his house for him in hopes that one day he'll pick it up and play again, which he has not. Okay, I'll just tell you now, he has not played. So even though I love these villagers and one of them I have a card for, you know, to get them in the game, I don't know, I just don't really know what to do with their little island here they got going on. Shep is a good friend of mine. I can't remember if he was an original on my island or not, or at least he was one of the first ones to arrive and we hit it off. I had never had him before. Also, fun fact about me, I love films and movies. It is a bit of a hobby, passion, whatever you want to call it. So I decided a while ago when I was first, you know, designing the island that I wanted to be kind of movie based. So here's Alice in Wonderland. Funny enough, I've only seen the movie just recently, like for the first time. I'd seen like bits and pieces, like clips of it when I was a kid, but my parents didn't like it, so they never showed it to us. But just recently, I watched it and I actually really liked it. I thought it was crazy and awesome, and I decided to design a little tea party, you know, after the Mad Hatter and the Hare. Go a little further down and there's my mom's tent, which she literally played once and she never got back into it. But that's okay, because it's not for everybody. This game is not everyone's cup of tea, and that's alright. Then we got another sitting lounge area, I guess. I just really wanted to use the canopy thing. I don't remember what it's called. I thought it looked really cool, but I didn't really have any place for it, so I kind of made a place for it. But if you head up, you will see the Able Sisters. This one, I thought it was going to look cooler than it did, the way I decorated in front. I wanted it to kind of look like a bit of a boutique, you know, like have stuff set out. But I don't know, I kind of missed the mark a little bit, I think. It could have been better. Then inside, actually, I have some of my merch that my villagers wear, and I think that's actually adorable. Seeing them wear it sometimes. The most popular, funny enough, is Carl's hoodie and Quackity's jacket. I see them the most on my villagers, and obviously sometimes the others. But I think the least used one is probably Dream's hoodie. I've only seen it like once on a villager, the others a few more times. Then once you head out, I got a bit of a natural spot with some trees and flowers, and if you head down, this is actually one of my favorite places on my island. It's like my little outdoor art studio. I think it's adorable. I love the paintings in this game. They are gorgeous. But of course, you know, I just buy the fakes and I display them here, and I think they're really neat. And I found some cans of paints and got a bunch of blankets and stuff, and I just think it's so relaxing. It's such a nice spot. Up here we got Marshall's house. I'm not a huge Marshall fan, but he's here. He's living, he's vibing. Now here's where it splits off. You can go up to Nook's Cranny or down towards my house, which is the way we're gonna go right now. We'll get back to the other place later. Right here we have Beau's house, which funny enough, I used to think his name was Beau. I don't know, I guess because of the spelling. I never seen it spelled like that before. I was just seeing it B-O as Beau. But anyways, my dad told me it was Beau. He's one of my favorites too. Now actually I've been chilling with him, so I decided I want him to live next to me because I thought, why not? Here's my house. I had previously had it decorated in a Halloween kind of style back in October, and I just never really felt like changing it out again. But yeah, here's where we backtrack a little bit. Instead of going down, we're going to go back to the other path. We got, again, 2 ways to go. We go up, and here is my over the garden wall inspired garden. Originally it was just a place for me to grow my pumpkins, and I think it looks adorable. Let me know if you get any of the references I've added for any of these movie scene spots. No, obviously I understand the references, I put them there, but I want to know if you guys understand them, because I would be very curious, you know, any diehard fans? Maybe? Guess we'll find out. Then you just head back down, and there you have Nook's Cranny. I actually really love this spot as well. Obviously it's kind of useless in a sense because there's no one else on my island that actively plays, but I have these little canopies where I have the different things of this pumpkins, and there's like honey and flowers and coffee, and I don't know, take your pick, figure what you want. Around here I have it designed after Pirates of the Caribbean because the first movie was literally my personality for like 2 years of my life, and I still dearly love the first movie. The franchise in a whole is whatever in my opinion, but I decided to make this a little pirate cove, thought it was really cool. Then we have Clay's house down here, and I kind of don't really want him anymore. I think he's gonna move out soon, and we're gonna get a different villager in. But he is right next to my graveyard, which it sounds morbid, I guess. My dad was kind of freaked out why I would want a graveyard, but I have been learning about Spanish and Mexican culture, and I learned about the Day of the Dead. I'm not going to try and pronounce the actual name of it because last time I tried to do that, people got very mad at me because I butcher accents. I am not good at them. Moving down, we have Kiki's house. Kiki is probably one of my top 3 villagers because I love Studio Ghibli, and obviously she's based off of Gigi from Kiki's Delivery Service. Her house is going to move though eventually because right down here we have my very lame attempt at the bakery from the same movie. It doesn't look anything like it, but I will be changing that very soon because the next theme I'm going for my island is actually Studio Ghibli theme, and hopefully it will look good. I guess we'll find out. Alright, now we're going to backtrack back to my house. We're going to go down here, and this is my like teddy bear's picnic kind of cute area. It's not from a movie, I just thought it was neat. Over here we have the museum, and I love this one because it's themed after Jurassic Park. Again, franchise itself, it's whatever. First movie, amazing, love it, it's great. So I got the bones, the skeletons, dinosaurs, I got the sign. I'm just gonna say that there is a bit of blood, gore, whatever. So if you're a little not so sure about that, maybe skip this next part. But for those of you who want to see it, I think it's really cool because... Please tell me somebody gets this reference because chef's kiss. I thought it was amazing. I thought I did a good job. Please someone tell me I did a good job, please. Moving on, then we have my garden, which this is obviously a newer addition to the island because gardening was only introduced a few months ago. And personally, I would like to get more into cooking in the game. I don't know, I just haven't gotten around to it. I've done a bit, obviously, tried it out, but I just haven't really gotten around to it. But I have tons of vegetables. Like I got miles of vegetables. So much. I don't know what to do with it all. I grew it, picked it, grew it, and then just left it. It's stayed like this for a long time. Then we have a couple of houses here on the beach just because I didn't know where to put them, and some of the villagers are not permanent, so I will be moving them somewhere else eventually once I get new villagers. So up here we have the nurse's tent. The character's name is Nurse Jane. I saw this on Pinterest, I believe, where she just had a tent and like some cool, I don't know, it's like, you get hurt, a villager gets hurt, needs a bandage. It's here for you. I got you. It's definitely not finished because there's another character. I just never get around to getting back into that character to set things up, but it looks alright, I think. Could be better, maybe. Then we're back at the beginning, back where we started, at the entrance. So, like I was saying before, a lot of the island isn't actually complete. The beaches, I can never get around to finishing them, doing literally anything with them. I don't know, it overwhelms me a little bit since it's such a small, narrow space, and I'm not really sure what I can do with it, because obviously it's sand, and I don't know. If you have any suggestions as to what you've done on your island, I would love to hear them, because honestly, I have no flippin' clue what to do with all my beaches. Anyways, over here we have my lighthouse and my campsite, neither of which are useful in any way. I don't know, I never get around to getting villagers over here, though like I said, I want to very soon. But for the most part, all around the island is very incomplete. I have a little lookout here, which I think is neat. Never use it. Moving on. Then we have this, it's not quite center, but it's behind my house, you might have seen, and it's in front of Nook's Cranny. It's a bit of a pond with some waterfalls, and there's a path going around it. I never use this area, my villagers don't use it either. I guess it's too narrow for them to walk and they just don't like it. But yeah, if you go down this way and hop across the river, you will see Stitch's house. I love Stitches, he's one of my favorites, and I decided to put him down here because I think it's beautiful and I think he deserves a nice little place to stay. Okay, I think that covers just about everything. Well, that's it for the island tour. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun to make, and I'm really excited to see what my island is going to look like soon. I mean, not soon, but you know, in the future. But I figured I'd show you guys because I'm really proud of this one. And again, if you guys understand any of the references that I've made to any of the movies or TV shows I've put in here, please let me know, because I would love to find out how many people actually appreciate these fandoms like I do. Alright, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really loved making this. It was a lot of fun. I just hit 100 subscribers. That is amazing. I absolutely love you guys for that. It is so cool, and it's just really neat to see, you know, how fast I'm reaching my goal. I started this channel like a little over 2 months ago, and it's growing insanely fast. I love you guys for that. Thank you so much for watching again, and see you in the next one. Bye!